All right, everybody. Welcome to The Edge Live. We are so excited to be here with you tonight. And Sophia and I, we really want to uphold the CDC standards of the 6 feet, but we also thought it'd be fun, to put these masks on, just so you all know that we're just trying to be safe here. So we're so excited that you're here tonight. We've got Kylie's here tonight. We know Lexi's here. We see Ben's here. Sydney's here. I haven't seen like Adam yet, or Ben Rice or Kai Carlson. I don't know where those guys are, but I hope they're going to tune in here soon. We want to get you started off. You guys did a fantastic job this week of sending in your scare prank videos, and that's what we want to start off this week with. So we got 4 good ones that we sent in that we want you guys to check out. So I'm going to start with this first one here. We'll make our comments along the way. But this first one was sent in by Abby and Andrew Pay. So let's check this out real quick. Okay, so that one was really fast, but it was really done. There is no one safe during this because Grandma's not even safe. So Abby and Andrew, we invite you not to scare grandmas, but she might have been the only one around to do it. All right, let's move on to this next one. This next submission was from Gray Lohman trying to get his little brother Wyatt. All right, let's check it out. I like it. Now, I want to know, what is that fort that has been built in the background? Do you have any idea what that might be?
I have no idea. Maybe a pillow fort? Who knows?
I don't know. It looked like just like some canvas that they just kind of laid down. Okay, this next submission, this person had way too much fun with this video. This was sent in by Josie Kiggins, and they were kind of trying to do a double scare here on Ethan. So let's check this out. What was he carrying? I have no idea. I love how he starts shutting his drawers because he's probably got like underwear and stuff in them. Ethan, you have an awesome hat collection. And there's Ethan with the next, or there's Elise with the failed attempt. All right, and so my favorite one that was sent in, this is done really well. Also, the jump factor in this is pretty amazing. Let's check this out. This one was sent in by Avery. Well done.
Yeah, a giant vertical right there.
That was a good. That you could probably get at least a shot in the NFL Combine with that kind of vertical. So very well done. So well done there, team. We're so proud of you guys sending those. Oh, he had a chair. Ethan had the chair. So well done sending those in. Very proud of you in that. So we hope you guys. We're going to be doing some announcements here in a couple seconds, but we're going to have some challenges in the weeks to come that we want you guys to focus in on. So, all right, well, first, our announcement is that if you're not following us at NCCSM on Instagram, this is when you got to tune in. We got a bunch of awesome challenges like this that we put on there. Sophia's been writing up these awesome devotionals for you guys to do, working really hard on those so that you guys have some ways to be able to connect and grow with God over the next couple weeks. I got to tell you, this mask is really coming. It's not staying as well. I mean, I don't know how this is going to protect me from
the coronavirus.
Especially if you have it. That would be bad.
I'm a carrier.
Guys. Yeah. Well, no, we can't joke about stuff like that. It's not funny. Okay, so we got a big announcement. I know some of you have been sitting on this one for a while and wondering what's going on with it. Now, I'm gonna preface it by saying this may or may not happen, but one thing is for sure. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we are opening up the Surf City registration for the summer. It's going to happen. So I had a good conversation today with somebody letting us know we can move forward. And so, like we had talked about before, the first 10 to sign up, they get the free shirt. They get first picket, the spots on the bus, first bunks, all those sorts of things. So the number one person overall to sign up, they not only get $25 towards the snack bar, but they also get their own pizza on pizza night at Surf City. So, Sophia, you've never been with us to Surf. Have you ever gone to Surf City before?
I've never gone to Surf City. No.
But you've
I'm
been to
very
camps
excited.
like this before.
Yeah.
So you're built for the outdoors
Yes.
and the craziness that Surf City is. So tomorrow at 4, you got to be on your parents to log in, get it first. So now here's the reality I need to put in front of you guys, is the reality that there's a chance on the craziness that's going on in the country that Surf City might not happen. But that's not where we're at that's not where we're at right now. Where we're at right now is that we are going to open up registration for you guys tomorrow to get signed up and for your friends to get signed up for Surf City. So have your parents look out for that email. It's going to come at 4 o'clock. I'm going to send one tomorrow morning to let them know it is going to happen, but then at 4 o'clock tomorrow, the official one's going to go out. And then one last thing is this, is because of Easter and all the stuff that's going on next week, we have no Edge and Revolution live next week. What are you going to do next week? Is next week your Easter break?
No, we don't get an Easter break at Pitt. We just get our spring break, which
Do
is
they
already
not care
passed.
about Jesus?
No, I guess they don't. No.
That's kind of rude. But anyway, we won't be here next week, but we do have our communion services, and we have Good Friday stuff that we're going to be doing. And then, of course, Easter, which we've been talking about here over the course of the last couple weeks, is that we'll be celebrating Easter next week. But then we will be back, not next week, but in 2 weeks. So we're so grateful for you guys tuning in tonight. And so what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over real quick. I'm going to show you guys a quick video, and then we're going to turn it over to Sophia, who's going to share with you all tonight.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to be here. I know I took my mask off, so I'm trying to readjust right now. But tonight at Edge, we're going to be talking about John 15, verses 1 through 6. So first, I just wanted to share a little story with you guys. I just wanted to talk about my friend Kaylee real quick. So my friend Kaylee owns like 1 million plants. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that her room is filled with plants. I'm pretty sure we have a picture of it, but she has about 30 plants right here. This is only half of her plant collection. She only wanted to show half of her room. She sent this to me last night. She only wanted to show half of her room because the other half is kind of dirty right now. But these are about 15 or 20 of her plants. So as you can tell, Kaylee loves plants. She loves gardening. And the crazy thing about Kaylee is that she knows all of her plants, like names and stuff like that, like the scientific names, and how much sunlight they need and how much water they need. And you might think that a person with that many plants wouldn't be able to take care of them all, but she can. She has never killed a plant, which I think is crazy as someone who is a terrible gardener. I once, for an AP bio assignment in high school, I had to take care of 2 plants for the summer, and I remember that I killed both of those plants within a week, and we had to come back and present on our plants and bring them back to school by the end of the summer. And I remember that I brought them in and they were dead, and my teacher had said she'd never seen anything like it. So obviously I'm not that good with plants. So I asked Kaylee, I was like, how do you keep all of your plants from dying? And she said, oh, it's really easy. She said she waters them and she gives them sunlight, and she prunes them when they're growing and when they're not growing in order to stimulate growth. which I'll get into that in a bit. And then she also cuts off the branches that seem sick or are dying. Because when those branches start to get sick and when they start dying, they start to take away nutrients from the other parts of the plant because it's going to that one specific branch to keep it alive. So if one branch starts to wither or starts to die, it could kill the entire plant. So rather than let that happen, she removes the problem branch to let the rest of the plant flourish. So I'm going to read John 15, verses 1 through 6. So it says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me, and I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me, and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burned." So we've talked about this verse before, pretty recently, within the past month or so, I'd say. And the cool thing about John 15 and John 14 and John 16 is that these verses happen right before Jesus is taken away and crucified. So you know that these verses are important. So first, Jesus says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener." So Jesus is the root of everything, and all we do points back to him. So because he's the vine and because we are the branches, we have to remain in him or else we can't flourish. And God is the gardener. So the thing about gardeners, like Kaylee, is that they know their plants well. Like Kaylee knows all of her plants' names, she knows how to water them, how to feed them, how to give them sunlight. In the same way, God knows exactly what we need and knows when we need it and when we're not doing so well. And so after that, he says, "He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful." So like I said before, God knows when we're not doing well. If the branch isn't productive, he removes it, but if it is productive, he prunes it so that it may be even more fruitful. So some people might think that, oh, just because I'm doing well with Jesus right now means that nothing bad is going to happen to me. I don't have to fix anything about myself. And pruning can be painful. Like, it's not meant to be easy. So when you prune a plant, you take it and you cut off the excess of it in order to help it grow and help it stimulate growth. And you're cutting off the bad parts of the plant. So when God prunes us, he's taking away the bad things, like bad habits that we have or people that we hang out with that may not be great for us. It's cutting away the things that inhibit us from growing in our relationship with him. After that, Jesus says, "Remain in me as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless it remains in me." So there's this mutual relationship. We have to remain in Jesus for Jesus to give us life. And there's a continued connection and relationship with the disciples because they were worried about this. They were worried that they wouldn't be able to have this continued relationship with Jesus when he went away because he had told them that he was going away. So Jesus is saying that they're going to have this continued connection and relationship even though he was about to depart from them. But there has to be a choice that the disciples have to make. They have to choose to remain with Jesus. After that, Jesus says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up and thrown into the fire and burned." So we cannot live without Jesus. In the same way that a branch can't live apart from the vine, we can't live apart from Jesus. We can't have any sort of spiritual or eternal hope without Jesus. And the thing about plants, and I know some people might disagree with me here, but plants don't exist to look pretty. They are meant to bear fruit. They're meant to grow. In the same way, we don't just exist to receive things from God, but we're meant to grow in our relationship with him and grow and produce fruit within other people. So you can't do anything of real eternal value without Christ. And a branch only has life as it's connected to the vine. A disciple only spiritually lives if it's connected to Jesus. So it's not just that a branch doesn't bear fruit it's that a branch does not abide in him. So branches that are connected to the vine can bear fruit. and we can't hope to bear fruit if we aren't connected to the vine. So the branch must remain connected to the vine, or it has no life and is of no lasting good. And remaining in God doesn't just mean doing the right things. It doesn't just mean reading your Bible, going to church every day, but it means actively professing Jesus as your Savior. So when you think about remaining in the vine, it's about having an active relationship with God. So we are the branches, Jesus is the vine, and we have to be with him and be in him to bear fruit and to live. If we aren't connected to God, if we aren't actively pursuing him, we have no hope of doing anything of real substance. In the same way, vines produce branches, and branches have no way of producing fruit if they are not connected to the vine. If they are not connected to the root, they cannot live. In the same way, if we're not connected to Jesus, we cannot live. All right, I'm going to pray, and then Joel's going to come up here to talk a little bit more about small groups. All right. Dear God, thank you for allowing us to be here tonight. Thank you for allowing us to grow in you and with you. God, allow us to produce fruit. God, allow us to be fruitful. God, allow us to understand your glory and your goodness, especially as we go into this Easter week, into this Holy Week, that you are good and that we can do nothing apart from you. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right. Well, good job. I'm going to just kind of do something. You know what, Sophia? I 1,000% forgot to do our fun little thing that we were going to do.
Oh, yes.
I was like so quick about it. I totally forgot. I was so into the scare videos that I forgot to mention this. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a quick little game real quick. Actually, I need to grab my phone over here because it's going to be important. We're going to play something called Emoji Hunt, all right? And so this is going to be pretty vital. If you're a small group leader right now, I really apologize. This is 1,000% on me because this is probably not going to help you transition as well as you'd want. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to spin this wheel, this graph right here, and the first person to text in the 6 emojis that come up here in order will get a shot tonight to spin the wheel of destiny. Destiny. You guys got it. Okay, great. And so if you're someone that submitted a scare prank video, whatever if you get a shot at winning here tonight, you will get double of whatever comes up. So for those of you who submitted some videos, you guys have a double shot of getting whatever comes up if you are the first one to get in. So let's spin this real quick. Okay, we're spinning, and stop. Okay, all right, here's the order. We got a sunglasses smiley. We got, that's pretty appropriate there. We got the mask. We got a bunny. We got a helmet with a medical thing on it. We got water, and we got a heart. All right, first person to text this to 724-989-8232, it will be our winner. So we're just going to sit here for a moment, and we're going to wait for this text to come in because I know you guys are going to be blowing up this phone. This is my number, by the way. So I'm sitting here waiting. I might have your number. I might not. Someone in the comment section is probably going to have to tell me. Mm-hmm. Someone's going to have to tell me if they don't have my number who this is. So let's see if they can pop it up here first.
The anticipation is
I know.
killing me.
No. I tried. There was this didn't give me as many options as I really wanted here for trying to do this. I was trying to do more of Easter.
Yeah.
I tried the cross. They don't have a cross.
I thought they did have a cross. The purple,
I didn't find one.
white cross.
I didn't find a cross. I didn't have a cross.
But
here.
you do have the Easter bunny, and that I guess that's important.
Yes, because Jesus and the Easter bunnies go hand in hand, as everybody knows that. All right, I'm still waiting. Still waiting for people. I keep looking over, making sure I have the right number up there. I do. It is my number. So
they're all texting some random person.
Well, it's probably really hard. Oh, sorry, Sam Blair, who doesn't have a cell phone. I don't think that can have emojis on it. Okay, let's see who got this right. Okay, so the first one who sent this in, I don't know exactly who this is, but last 4 digits is 7279. Okay, 7279. I'm texting in the chat here. 7279.
I'm watching your phone blow up. It's actually
I know.
Funny.
It's good. 7279. Last 4 digits. Who did it? Who is it? I think I know who it is. No, there's totally a hack, Kai. Other people found it. 1,000%. Oh my gosh, she's.
I was gonna say I feel like it's in the objects.
7279. Still waiting. I don't know if they're in the chat.
Maybe they could text back on there.
Allison Haley, that's who I thought it was.
Oh,
Allison
yes.
Haley, she gets to spin the wheel of destiny.
Destiny.
Very good. All right, and so we're going to go over to the wheel of destiny. Now, Allison didn't submit. She did not submit the a video, so she does not get double of whatever. So let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get Allison tonight. Remember, we got a bunch of different things. We got 12-pack of Mountain Dew, which I still have to deliver to somebody, but I got to Tristan yesterday. $20 Amazon e-gift card, $10 to Starbucks if you can go through the drive-thru. Hand sanitizer, which, by the way, might be really hard to find right now. $10 PlayStation Store, Chick-fil-A delivery to your house. Gray Loman got that yesterday. Pizza delivery to your house. All right, that's good. All right, Allison, let's see if you get which one of these you're going to get here tonight. All right, we're spinning.
Personally, I hope for the hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer would be good. It's in short supply. It might take a while to get there, so. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You can never fail with Chick-fil-A delivery to your house. So, all right, Allison, we're going to work that out. We're going to get Chick-fil-A to your house at some point here, especially since we have your number where we can get its order. So very good about that. All right, so real quick before you guys head off to small groups here in a couple minutes with your leaders, something that I wanted to remind you all of, and it's simply this, is that, hey, remember that when we're doing small groups here on a Thursday night, that it's important to remember that we're trying to do it in just the same way that we would do it here on a Thursday. And so I don't want you guys to be treating the small group times as though it's some random FaceTime interaction or hangout time where you're just chatting with your friends, which in some ways it is. But one of the reasons why your leaders are getting on there with you and having conversations with you is because they're trying to build relationships with you and also point you to Jesus. So we don't want this to just be some random time for you. We want this to be an opportunity for you guys to engage in questions and to be thoughtful and to think, and also a chance to connect together as a community. So try not to leave in the middle of small group. Go to your room and be present. Try to hit the mute button as much as you can unless you have an answer. And turn I know it's awkward to look at a phone and camera with the people on it, but maybe turn your camera on your phone so we can see your pretty face. So that is all I have. Just try to be respectful of the fact that your leaders are spending time with you to do this, and just make sure you remind yourselves that, okay, I'm here to learn, and I look forward to this time each week, except for next week. So, all right, we're going to send you guys off to small group now. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and I hope you guys have great conversations in your small groups.